Lexus RX has three key attributes to potentially win over midsize SUV buyers in recent years: distinctive styling, a below-average price tag among its peers, and the perceived reliability of its parent company. Lexus is debuting the redesigned RX for 2023, which is packed with a host of new powertrains and other upgrades. The new RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance will top the range with a revised model for 2023 and will try to address those criticisms from last year. This 5th generation RX is the same size as its predecessor, but it's slightly lighter and offers more rear legroom and cargo space inside. Externally, the new RX is similar to the previous model. The most noticeable change is that Lexus has replaced the upper half of the previous hourglass grille with a body-colored panel that extends the hood line. The new RX will compete with other midsize luxury SUVs like the Acura MDX, BMW X5 and Jeep Grand Cherokee. The redesigned RX will offer 4 different powertrain combinations, as designated by the numbers following the RX prefix. The RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance uses a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, a 6-speed automatic transmission, and a hybrid system to produce 366 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. Lexus says 0 to 60 miles per hour will take 5.9 seconds. The last-gen RX 450 hours we tested had 308 horsepower and needed 7.3 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. All-wheel drive is standard on the RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance, and it's optimized for traction on dry roads as well as in snowy or icy conditions. The more secure handling and upgraded brakes inherent to the RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance should also help boost the RX 500H's athleticism. Lexus estimates the RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance will get 26 miles per gallon city/highway combined. That's 2 miles per gallon better than the RX 350, which has 91 fewer horsepower. The RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance takes advantage of the hybrid system's key performance benefit, instant torque, to create the fastest RX on offer. The 500 Hours uses a rear-mounted electric motor mated to a 2.4-liter turbo and a 6-speed automatic instead of the RX 350's 8-speed unit. Harnessing that extra power and having it come from the rear wheels gives the 500 a sportier feel, especially when accelerating through slow and medium-speed corners. With the 500 Hours sport-tuned all-wheel drive system, which isn't the same equipment you get in the 350 and 350 Hours, adaptive suspension, and rear-wheel steering, this RX is closer to itself in both feel and performance. Germany is more competitive than ever. Maybe it's the extra weight of the 500, but we found the sport suspension to be less exciting than the 350 equipped with the F Sport package. It's also surprisingly fun on the back road and drives like a smaller SUV. It definitely has enough performance to support the RX's new looks. How is the interior of the RX 500 Hours? The exterior may not be radically different from the outgoing RX, but the interior certainly is. Dominating the experience is the fully digital dashboard combined with a choice of 9.8-inch or 14-inch horizontally oriented touchscreen. Everywhere you look, it's a step up from the previous model, and the RX's interior looks both younger and more luxurious. Even in its most luxurious trim level, the new RX never looks or feels like your old aunt's old Lexus. Build quality is, as you'd expect, exceptional. The new chassis gives the RX a slightly longer wheelbase, which pays dividends for rear seat legroom. We had the opportunity to spend about an hour in the rear of the RX and came back noting the excellent legroom and comfortable sculpting of the rear seats. Unlike the outgoing model, Lexus says there are no plans to offer the RX with third-row seats. How's the RX 500 Hours tech? Lexus has finally done away with the much-maligned touchpad controller that made the user interface so clunky and difficult to interact with in the old RX. It instead uses a simple touchscreen, albeit punctuated with a pair of physical dials that allow you to quickly input the desired temperature for the front seat climate system. We've tested this interface in several newer Toyota and Lexus products, including the new Toyota Tundra and Lexus NX, and while it's not as user-friendly as we'd like, it is significantly easier to navigate around the menus. Navigation is available but only as a subscription, much like satellite radio. While we're not entirely sure how that will play with Lexus buyers, we did find the system easy to read at a quick glance and very accurate. Audiophiles can rest easy knowing the new RX continues to offer an excellent Mark Levinson system. This one features 21 speakers, 1,800 watts and a 9-inch subwoofer. Standard on all RX models is Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, a suite of advanced driver aids that includes forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, emergency steering assistance, lane keeping assistance and adaptive cruise control. We had ample time to experience the RX's adaptive cruise control and lane centering and came away impressed with their smoothness. Though we're not enamored with the touch-sensitive multifunction steering wheel-mounted pads that activate the system, it was definitely stress-relieving on longer highway stretches, and it's nice to see the safety suite as standard equipment. Bolder styling dilutes the RX's previously slimmer design, but updated infotainment and driver assistance features help the RX keep up with its luxury rivals in Europe. If you're looking for a sporty luxury SUV, then the RX 500 Hours F Sport Performance should be the model to look out for.